Hello everyone and welcome to my channel. It's going to be a general collective reading, so please remember to take what resonates and toss the rest. Okay, so this is going to be a quick check-in. Last reading was quite intense. Check it out. Going to be just checking in, see how the energy is. We've got Three of Cups, abundance. Happiness, celebration. The moon in Sagittarius. Yeah, baby. So, the Page of Wands and the Ace of Pentacles. New opportunities. New abundance. Challenge here is the Star. Shine, baby, shine. You are not meant to play small in this energy. Most recent past. Change. And a new beginning. A brand new path. The swing. Woohoo. This is definitely Sagittarius energy. Okay, so the Ten of Swords is in reverse, which means something's going to change. There's going to be a destruction and a reconstruction here. So some things are not ruined, some things are. Because some things have to go. And that is the change taking place. Things, the old structures, old ways of being is what I'm getting. That has to go. So if you're too rigid in this energy and not wanting, things to change, then you might be disappointed. I'm just saying. And anything that wasn't justified in the immediate future through truth and out of domination, I feel like that's what's going to be deconstructed. Factors affecting the situation. The 13th star has arrived, or it is arriving now, and things are changing. The message coming in is that destiny is here for all leaders, big and small. Like I said, the best thing you can do with this energy is flow. Go with the flow. Do not resist change, because anything that you resist persists. Outside influence. Outside influence. Destiny again. Let's put that back a little bit so I got some more room. Okay, so what's going to prevail here is people who are acting out of their highest expression. So, fortitude, integrity, and the Wheel of Fortune. You already know what's coming. What will you choose? Because there is always a choice. You can hang on to the rigidity of old structures, or you can flow with the opening of the sky. Hopes and fears. The Tower. And this is walking away from old structures. So this is what certain powers that be has did was, they fear this. You walking away from the old structures of materialism. Final outcome. We got 2. Ace of Cups, 2 of, or no, 8 of Cups, 2 of Cups. Letting go. Whatever was holding this back is now gone. Strength in reverse, Chariot upright. You do get a choice. Cancer, Leo energy. Got Libra, Pisces, and Aquarius on the board. So, lean into it or walk away from it. That is always a choice. But the hope or the fear here is that, you know, the destruction. The hope is what you've grown. Look at this. So stay stuck in the old or throw the wands down and grow. 8 of Swords, 10 of Wands, and the 7 of Pentacles. Okay, so there's going to be a lot of resistance here. You can choose to stay stuck, or you can choose to grow. 8 of Wands, 9 of Pentacles. Everybody is waking up to this, and the veil is basically ripped away. So, resistance, I feel like it's futile. I feel like you've already walked away from an old structure here. You're ready to begin the new, because this star has arrived. It's like it's right there in your face. You can't unsee it. What you tried to not see, you will see, because that is the truth. What is this justice about in the immediate future? The Tower is the 8 of Swords and the 10 of Wands, and so strength over unconditional love, or hold on to what was. You know, it like I said, it's always a choice. What will you choose? Hanging on to something that isn't for your growth, or letting go and letting something grow? Sometimes a single cup is worth more than what 2 cups looked like. And that is why some of you will walk away from what you thought love should look like, because this is the awakening of all the dragon queens, male or female. Whatever you wish. Construction, reconstruction, deconstruction, whatever you wish is what will be given. Because it's not an outside job. This is an inside job. 6 of Pentacles and the Lovers. So, Gemini energy. What is this brand new? What is this High Priestess energy? Like I said, this is like I said, it's the Dragon Queens rising, and in doing so, it must be in truth. It must be your truth. You can no longer hang on to the lie. You can no longer hang on to the false, anything that's false will be blocked. Whether it be for your own good or for, you know, the greater good here. And it's like with all of you that are awakening at this time, it's like you already know this. You've already taken steps towards growth. Number 77. You've already taken those steps towards the growth that needs to be done. From the High Priestess to the Empress. Like I said, male or female, it does not matter what gender you are. Tarot does not care about gender. So your growth is going to happen even if you don't want it. And some will go kicking and screaming as these structures crumble. New ones will rise, but the new ones that rise are through choice. Crumble with the old or grow with the new. There really is no right or wrong answer. However, if you don't move on to calmer waters and you decide to stick with the old illusion, the only thing there is this. Because with or without your permission, it's going to happen. So, the best thing to do right now is just flow with whatever and acceptance, not defeat. Got a lot of people hanging on to this. They hate nothing about you, yet they are trying to burn away the proof of their jealousy, the proof of their inevitability of their masks falling. You don't have any choice. The energy's not going to allow it any other way. Wow. Look for, investigation, explore, and search. Clown or commitment. I mean, there's always a choice. Like I said, you know, you could choose this or you can choose this. So, but do your research, and I would recommend that highly. Do the research that it takes. Look up anything that has to do with the 13th star and the 13th path, because the 12 paths are being converged into one. There it is. 10 of Cups. A new outlook. A new way of seeing things. There's a longing in a lot of people right now, and they can't describe it, they can't explain it. But in this reading, I feel like you're being advised to follow it, to drop the things that hold you back, to shine, and to create the abundance of your soul, and not dull it, not hide it, not be afraid of it. So, is it a gamble? Well, yeah. We're all kind of taking that gamble right now to try to help other people understand that the only thing that's going to be left is the truth. Even if we don't want nobody to know what our truth is. I don't have to go around broadcasting it. You just kind of got to accept your truth and live in it. It's not that difficult. You don't have to be perfect. You just have to be real. the Philosopher and harmony. So peace and harmony, and the reluctance to decipher this energy is only going to strengthen it. So let's see what this says. This is the Philosopher, 114. It is a Grand Master Dragon. So this is definitely the mastering of this change, this new outlook, and where you're going to go with this energy. Alright? It says, and it's kind of what the whole reading's about. You should follow that which you seek with your heart, not with your mind, but the strength of your heart and your truth. The Queen of Swords. Defend it all you want, because that is all that will be left standing. This wise old dragon is all about learning and the direction your life is taking. This can be in your 3D physical world or on a metaphysical level. He shows when you have been considering taking up any kind of study, whether you are returning to or continuing with formal education, or taking personal or spiritual development. He came to me bringing a strong connection to Galileo and to the planets, the solar system, mathematics, and science. He says one is never too old or too young to learn. Set your sights high and reach for the stars, for you have much to gain from and to reveal to your learning partners. He has a particular affinity with the stars and constellations, and is often associated with people learning the old arts, such as astrology, scrying, and divination, as well as the sciences. He goes on to say, you have been putting off that which you want to learn. Your self-doubt hinders you from the following your passion and your true path. Your affinity with the old arts is the starting point of your journey. Take this as notice that you should follow that which you seek with your heart, for only then will you truly tread the steps of your destiny. His presence helps us navigate our world in a chosen direction. He becomes our compass, our guiding star, and when we are lost as to what comes next, call upon his presence to help steer you forward. So yeah, this is looking for the next step. This is going towards your new outlook on what your wish fulfillment looks like to you, and walking away from old structures that are doing nothing but hindering your growth. Alright? Well, those are your messages. Please remember, press the like button, subscribe, and share, and I will see you next time. Bye for now.